weather is looking as forecast. That could change. We're on the Kingswift now. This one I've called the day after yesterday, or something like that. That's what the title will be, I think, because I've done my little video, which is basically just an update. I think it was the day before tomorrow or something like that. But anyway, here we are. The weather's looking good. We've got a lot to do. Let's have a look what we've got to do. There's a few bits just to tidy up. It's very early in the morning at the moment, so we can't make any big noise or stuff like that. Okay, the first little job we need to do, I already marked it out. It's just here. If you remember in the last, not the last video, the very first video actually, what was actually here, it was just a bit of rope and a bit of steel hanging out. Well, that's actually a vent for the box on the top, which you could have a generator in or something like that. I probably don't have anything like that, but we do need to vent the box. I've done this in fiberglass because I knew that we'd have to cut a hole here. The temperatures are rising. It's not too much, not too much. Tiny bit of filling now, I've noticed. I noticed it last time, but the weather didn't allow us to do it. So I'll just do that little bit, and then it's a once over the boat, just to check over everything. And then we're going to get it masked up. I've got to admit, I'm a bit nervous about it because I've only got these 2 or 3 days, and then I think my window's gone. I've got this chance to do this. The top side, the walkways, I can do that. Probably late September, early October, I'll probably get that chance because they're not such big areas. And the white sections on the top, I can do sections. And it doesn't really matter if that it's done in spring. We can still prep areas ready, so we're ready to go. As soon as the warmer weather arrives, we're only doing one more winter on this boat here. And then we've got to look to be putting it somewhere else. Mainly in the water. Plan, I don't know. We'll see. We are making progress, I think. Lovely. These are all the little bits will take the time. We've still got a little bit of sanding and priming just to tidy up a few bits. But that ain't going to take too long. But you've got to keep on top of these little bits. I'm doing what I told Fraser not to do. I'm stretching the tape. I think we're going to call this one, I don't know, the day after tomorrow, second Hull repaint attempt. Now I got pulled up on the other video because I put attempt number 1 fail, and someone said that's incorrect, you should say first attempt. And which I did, I changed it because he's absolutely, whoever it was, he's absolutely right. My grammar's terrible. I've never been that academic. And if you look at some of my videos, I think some of the spelling's terrible on the descriptions. And I actually ran it through Google spell check, and it comes up with all this other weird stuff. And I think my spelling's so bad, even Google says, I ain't got a clue, mate, try this. And I think that's what happens. A line. Quarter of a way around here. Advice wise, put your masking tape on. I've only got one bit of advice, don't stretch it, just try and keep it as fluent as possible, try and work as close to the tape as you can. I find if I try and pull long runs off, it just bends and stretches all over the place. But got this side to do. I'm going to use this gun. This type of gun is much lighter, so that'll obviously have blue in it when we do it. So basically I can then control what I'm putting on in certain areas. The big gun will come into use when we get onto the massive panel, but I'll probably use that other gun on these areas here, coming up on the underside into the bow area around these bits, and then right around the top, entirely around the top, and anything what's going to need a little bit more paint round just to protect it, like areas like this where you've got the or areas like that actually where the grills are going to go, and areas like this where you've probably got an output. I think that probably, I'm looking at that, that's for the kitchen, that's the galley, that's for the sink. This one here I believe would probably be for the bilge pump. Yep. Oh, I do have another one around the other side, I do believe. Oh, I'm trying to keep tap of all these holes in the boat. Yeah, they're breathers at the top. So, just give it a little check first. Just a very light coat. So if we start with, I have gone over it with the little pad. I think I need some steps. This boat's huge. Leading up to the welds, and then we're just going to infill. Right, just fade it off into the rest of the boat. She's going to look handsome. Wow, right, let's get the bow done on the other side. The trick with this, I think, is I'm pushing it to the point of it just before the paint runs. And the more confident you get, the quicker you're going to get with it. And bear in mind, this is a gun I'm used to, and I use it a lot for more precise things, but it will actually do this whole boat if I wanted to. But I would like to try the other gun as well, just so we can crack on with it. But this section, I'm just going to leave that now, because we hit the top section in a little while. We're going to head off to the stern, get some more paint in here, and we'll bring the stern in. But I think the blue-black choice was a good one. I just like it. I like it. I like it a lot. What I'm doing now, we've done the bow section, we've done the accessory and it's got a base coat on, but because this will probably go over to tomorrow, I'm putting a one over the tape. So if you're in dew, rain or anything like that, that will prevent the tape from dropping off, which I didn't do when I done the red, which I should have done, but I didn't. So just a very light one, straight round, anywhere where you might get a little bit of hassle. Hopefully we get round all the rim today. Sealed. That's sealed. Now I'll go around the top very carefully. This is a low power gun, just to bring in the top piece, and yeah, I'm going to struggle at the bow, I think, and I might need a bigger set of ladders. You can see now how that's going to come out, and this is only a base coat, a low power base coat. Oh, this ship is bloody massive. The old arm's starting to feel it now. Oh, blimey, I've still got another day of this. But we can get the rim done all the way around. It's going to be a big help, big bonus. I can hear some kids screaming in the background. To lose the light now, but we've got one side just to seal up the edges to do. Once that's done, I think we'll have to knock on the head for tonight, but we're ready to go. Yeah, that's not too bad. I'm quite pleased with that. Right, tomorrow's day 2. We'll see. Yeah, so it's actually going on okay. I mean, it's actually going on okay. Struggle down the bow. Bigger ladder tomorrow. Bigger ladder. Right. See you in the morning. I think I need to get a shower. Next day, morning. We'll have a look around the boat in a second. I know there's going to be a couple of little bits we need to do. But Aaron, my surveying friend's here today. So he's got a machine which we will use eventually to check the hull. We know the hull's good, but I need to get the boat surveyed at some point in the new year, and he'll be doing it. So we're going to give this little machine a go. Let's have a little, while we're waiting, he's gone to get his stuff. Let's have a little look what we got. There is a couple of little bits I need to do before the top one goes on. I nearly tried to step on my ladder this morning. And that wasn't good, was it? Walkways next week. Right. Where is my ladder? Here's the man with a plan. That'd be interesting to see. That's a bit like being in a maternity hospital.
4.1 mil.
4.1. Is that good? That's got to be more than 4.1. I'm looking at... No, maybe not. Maybe not.
Yeah, that is right.
5, what's that, 575?
Yeah.
That's good. Try the front. Six. Oh, it's nice and solid piece of kit. That is a big bit of aluminium in it.
Yeah, that's so that'll be a 6.5mm job.
That's a decent bit of kit there, isn't it? Ultrasonic.
Yeah, 5.6.
Wow. Well, I'm happy with that. Stainless steel.
8.9.
That's absolutely bang on.
Yeah, that's a 9mm.
Yeah, that's 9mm plate. That's absolutely spot on, that machine.
Yep.
Yeah, that's absolutely bang on, isn't it? That's doing that job perfect. Well, she's looking good.
Yeah, 5mm, isn't it?
I thought that was going to be a 6 or a 7 down there, to be honest. But it's got plates on the inside as well.
But they'd have put
Yeah, there's plates on the inside.
put T's in there. Right?
Yeah. So in actual fact,
Yeah.
where the tanks are, it's actually thicker because they've got plates underneath them. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Right, let's have a little look around where we left it. I have actually now just given that a little rub over with a cloth, basically. Now, bits we need to look at. First bit is my little mistake, which is here. Tied arms. Got a couple of little bits at the top to do. A little bit up there where the grill goes, not too much. I think that's it, to be honest. I think maybe I'm going to look at that bit there, just a little bit. Just come round in the daytime. The hull's looking lovely. That's looking good. I like that. And let's get bigger ladders. Get some bigger steps today, without a doubt. I can hear water. God, look at that. Something's gone in that boat. That looks to me, blimey, it's coming out from the front as well. Sort of like get distracted. I think what's happened here is I'm looking at the top. I think the canopy is given, that must have been like a swimming pool up there on the top of that. And I reckon that's gone. It's leaking into the boat. Well, look at that, there you go. That one is, I think that's history. Right, back to where we was talking about. This side isn't looking too bad at all. I was looking at putting this on, I'd give it a paint. Don't like it, looks like something out of a house. So we've got this one. And we've got these. So I'm thinking this will be for the vent when it's done. That'll go here. And then these two places here, we'll have these. I do use these quite a lot, to be honest. So that's another nice little fitting to go on the boat. Let's get going. Okay, I'm happy with that. Well, what I'm thinking, for a first coat round, I'm now going to give this section of the bow a second run over. It might all dry at the same time. I'm quite, wow, it just looks so different. So different. It's returning to a ship. I mean, it's just amazing. Let's have a walk through. There will be a little bit of dusting over just the side of the panel, but that will come off very easily. You just buff it off in a few weeks' time. But it's even. There's no runs. If you look down the boat, you can see it's still drying at the moment, so you're going to get sort of like an off matte gloss type mini look. One side done, I need to go over the other. Oh, it's a job and a half. It's a job and a half. Very careful with this stuff. I can take this off easy. It's the top one. I try not to leave this on. Got a little bit of overspray under there, look. I try to not to leave this on for any longer than necessary. I've had some terrible experiences with masking tape, and you just have to get it off, get it off as soon as you can. And the thing is, once you do get it off, like we are now, about 3/4 more than that now, we're about 90% through this, it gives you that little incentive to say, yeah, let's get that other bit done. Right, let's walk down from this side. You can see we've got a little bit of buffing to do. That'll just be the overspray. A little bit of overspray, it's just where the wind catches it. That'll soon come off. You've got to give it a few days though. You've got to give, they recommend 10 days with this at these temperatures. So, you know, give it a week or two. But we're going to have a little look up the top because we're not stopping now. In the next few days we'll be looking at the top side. I'd like to get the mast on. She's looking handsome, isn't she? I mean, you've just got to look at the difference. she's just, well, basically I didn't realise it was going to take me 3 days to do this. I thought a couple of days, and now there was an option really where I could have put that in the shed. And I thought, you know, it'd have been hassle. I've had to get the guy to lift it, move stuff around and everything. I thought, well, you know, the web's not too bad. But I think I paid the price in time. I didn't think about wind. But I'm standing back here now looking at it. You know what? I got a ship. And it reminds me of when I was walking to see this vessel the very first time, and I went up the steps and I was right here and I was looking down here. I'll move these steps. I was looking at this section down here as I climbed up into the cabin, and it looked a mess. But the potential, I knew the potential was there to bring this hull back. And I think, you know, we've had Fish and Marine doing a few little checks on the hull as we go, and to be absolutely honest, she's passing every single, well, every little test we give her. She's sort of like coming back, and you know, this is a good day for me. I know there's another day of buffing on this, but this is going to be so worth it. I better get them stainless steel grills now and the other fittings in. Wow. I think in the last 3 days, what's got me is this ladder. You know, the ladder. Just an incentive to get back in the water, isn't it? Okay, right. We're up on the flybridge. Remember these? I've done these in the day before video. I've actually sanded them back now and sealed them. I just put a little bit of teak oil over in them areas so we can already see what we're going to get just by looking at that. But what I'm looking at is this. Now we're going to tackle the top side, a little bit of sanding down, a little bit of this, but I really want this on here. I've got to get that done, and then the walkways to get them done, and then we can get the rails on. Wow, what a beauty. We've got a blue, black, white stripe, red hull boat. It's taken 3 days. It's been good fun, to be honest. It's been hard work for me. I'm so looking forward to just having a proper night's sleep, because you don't stop thinking about it when you're doing it. So we're going to come back and get this buffed in about 10 days time, 14 days time, but in between time we're looking at putting the mast on. I'm really hoping that this holds out for us, this weather. I'll let my lad up there, he's going to give us a hand, we can get the mast on. We're going to start working on the walkways around the top, and that'll be, yeah, even better. And we're going to have to eventually fall back in the inside, but I know that. But let's just keep on going as much as we can while we've got this decent weather. Take care, people. Thanks for your subscriptions. Give us a like if you've enjoyed this. That's a hint, by the way, to give us a like. I think this one definitely deserves it. It's been bloody hard work, excuse my French, but ladies, take care. Thank you.